Jason Jones is a former Texas border security captain. He joins us live tonight from the southern border, as he did last night. Jason Jones, thanks so much for coming on. We asked you last night for the latest on what you're seeing and hearing down there, and I would ask that again tonight. What does it look like?
Yeah, Tucker, thanks for having me. It's good to be with you tonight. Well, we were in Roma, Texas this morning, and for the viewers, Roma is a small community that lies between Laredo and McAllen, Texas, right in the center. And we were sitting on the bluffs at 7:40 this morning when a large gun battle broke out. Now, across from Roma, Texas, is a small community called Miguel Alemán. That community has been embattled between two cartels for the last 2 years. Cartel de Golfo, also known as the Gulf Cartel, and Cartel del Noreste, known as the Los Zetas by many. Those two cartels have been battling for 2 years, and we caught that gun battle this morning.
Remarkable. And
we're seeing infants. Gunfight, gun battle. Hey, can you turn it real quick so they can hear it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, we're still live.
Not Iraq, Texas.
Now, that's a great point, and that's where we talk about that what's happening at our border is much more in depth than just the immigration layer. And I don't want to just say just, because it's a serious issue, but it's important that the American people know that what is happening down here is much broader in scope than just people crossing our border. And, you know, these gun battles are happening. Now, we were talking with CBP officials, state and local law enforcement. They're hearing these gun battles between 2 and 4 times a week. And in December, we were down there with Lara Logan and her team, and we caught an hour-and-a-half long gun battle. And Tucker, I want you to know I'm talking everything from 40-millimeter grenades, 50 caliber belt-fed machine guns, armored vehicles. These things are massive, and it goes really to the breadth of how the cartels have evolved and gone through quantum leaps and changes. But this is what is occurring at our southern border, and, you know, it's much bigger than just an immigration issue down here.
Apparently, the new president has moved additional U.S. troops to Syria, is resisting pulling American troops out of Afghanistan. Do you see American troops on our border as a war rages right across the river?
I do, and it's time. We need to do a lot more in that arena. The cartels are not just a U.S.-Mexico problem, I think, the way most people see them. They have gone through massive changes. And give you an example of that, Sinaloa cartel is in 54 countries around the world. Cartel Jalisco New Generation is in over 48 now. So, this is a global problem. And we have continued to do the same thing, hoping for a different result, building cases on these folks as they have evolved all over the world, and begin using military-grade weapons and tradecraft that we're seeing, terrorist organizations around the world using. And that's why we've been calling to designate them as foreign terrorist organizations. And I just want to stress, that doesn't mean we go to war with the cartels, but what it does mean is that we use the tools of national power to finally focus on them.
Yeah, and to protect our country. I mean, these cartels back down the entire Mexican army. So, I mean, these are sophisticated forces, obviously. Jason, I appreciate your report tonight from the border. Thank you.